Is ENTRE Insitute a scam? And can you really use them to build a widely profitable online business? I'm going to cut right to the chase. ENTRE Insitute is not a scam, but are they the right program for you? That's the question. Hi, my name is Michael from Viral Home-Based Pursuit, and in this video, I'll be going behind the scenes showing you everything A to Z in just a moment about ENTRE Insitute, the courses, the trainings, who is Jeff Lerner? Who's that person behind it, right? The pros and the cons, the alternatives, and so much more that by the time you're done with this video, you'll truly know if ENTRE is the right program for you. But before we move forward, if this is the first time you're watching me, I do come out with videos like this on how you can earn money online, how you can do this with passive income. I do it specifically with the model called affiliate marketing. So if you want to learn more about what it is I do and how I'm able to create money for myself doing this full time, make sure you go ahead and click on the subscribe button and also click on the bell notification icon so you don't miss a future video I come out with. All right, no more wasting time. Let's get into the screen here and show you exactly who they are. So you're going to see this on the homepage. Likely you've already run into this. That's why you're here researching on YouTube. So here you're going to see some credentials already from the top of the screen from the homepage. And it looks like my screen, there it goes. It was loading for a bit. As seen in the Wall Street Journal, Success, USA Today, Newsweek, Inc. Verified profile. Founder, you already can see from here, it's CEO Jeff Lerner, who explains the ENTRE mission, which we'll be going through in just a moment. But this shows a little bit of credibility to not only who he is first and foremost, but who is ENTRE and what they are all about. Where does he come from and how did he go about creating this? So you can always watch this on your own time, but we'll keep going. By the way, too, not to stop you too much, but I also created separate videos that I'll be going over in this video, little bits and pieces of his courses. I made those individually, so look in the description for those. I'll be going through them a little bit in this video so you can check those out specifically, right? This is ENTRE as a whole, and if you want to see those individually, I have other videos for that. So join ENTRE Nation and get the support you need to succeed online. ENTRE Nation is the premier online community of entrepreneurs, lifelong learners, and awesome life livers. Becoming a member gives you access to the training, the support, and the inspiration that you need to help build an awesome life and succeed in online business for yourself, right? So if you're just somebody who's, maybe working a 9-to-5 job, I know I was at that time, trying to seek a way to earn money online. So they really are a digital educational platform that's going to help you build a profitable business in a hobby, a passion, and or interest, okay? So that's the goal of ENTRE, is to give you this digital education and help you translate that into helping a lot of people online, right? Of course, this is a business and you want to earn at the end of the day, but you're going to learn a lot more before that. And that's what makes Jeff Lerner so unique. And he is not a scammer. I did an individual video on him already. I'll leave it down below in the description. But he's a two-time 8-figure CEO and founder of ENTRE, Zerly and other agencies and programs like that. So he's gone through the ropes. He's gone from over $400,000 in debt to making over $40 million worth. He was a struggling piano player, and he thought that was the route to go. But then he eventually learned about the digital education that you can get online, and throughout the years of earning as an affiliate being promoting other people's products and services without having to own your own. You don't have to own inventory. You don't have to fulfill on the customer support side of it. You don't have to be this techie person, right? You don't have to worry about any of those logistics, right? That's where Jeff comes in and he can help you understand how to do that as well. I can. I've been doing this for a long time, earning over 4 figures doing this. So I'll go about that later on. But the 3 P's of excellence, how to have an awesome life. Everybody wants an awesome life. There's nothing special about wanting, but defining your awesome life and executing on a strategic plan to create that, regardless of your personal circumstances, okay? It's something that most people will never get to do, right? I don't want that for you, right? I know the feeling. I know what situation you're in. I know what it is having to support your family, yourself individually, day by day, weeks, months, at the end of that month, and then not having executing every single day the way you want to in your way spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally. I was there too. I get it. Okay. And it's not a great feeling, but once you align yourself with the right strategy, and that's what Jeff goes about with ENTRE Insitute, then you'll be able to align yourself with that digital education. Okay, so you want to know, I know, what are the 3 top business models, right? And this is what Jeff goes over online. He goes over 1, affiliate marketing, 2, being digital agency, and 3, being course creation. I thought I'd just get that out of the way because I will cover that at some point. And I do have the review post here from my blog at Viral Home-Based Pursuits. And I did want to cover one thing before I keep moving forward is if you're seeing other people reviewing this, be careful who you're reading and learning from, because I've caught a lot of people talking about how they didn't recommend them. With the Entre Blueprint training is, which I'll go over what the Entre Blueprint training is. I think it just doesn't work, and it's not for beginners, that he does drop shipping. He doesn't do any kind of drop shipping. E-commerce, especially not that. And if you're looking for those 2, the reason he doesn't do them, and I believe it's best not to be like the first approach, the first angle you go to into business. I tried that in the beginning too, but it was very like difficult because there are so many moving angles and so many moving parts. Believe me, when you're having to do that, you have to really get a mentor and pay lots and lots for that, but you always have to keep up day to day. And it's not as passive as, let's say, affiliate marketing is. And it's just constantly ever so changing, like any industry, any market, but the whole physical product thing can get a little bit overwhelming and stressful, especially if you don't have the right strategy. You got to have it nailed down. So anyways, he goes through personal excellence, professional excellence, and physical excellence. I know I could have covered that earlier. But he talks about how, you want an awesome life, but you got to work on yourself personally. Who are you, right? Physically. I don't mean get jacked up. I don't have huge, I work out every morning now because I've been able to add these principles into my life. I have the right habits. But that's what Jeff is going to show you. He takes more of a holistic approach. And that's where the Entre Blueprint comes in. So give me a moment and I'll cover that. Okay. And so what he goes through is professional is like the last piece. So you want to add physical and personal. And what I normally do every day is I work on myself personally and physically before I do anything professionally. And Jeff will show you how to do that with his many years of experience online, okay, as this lucrative digital entrepreneur who's done a lot already, and he has this platform created for you. So wellness and energy, relationships, self-mastery, and finances and world impact. So ENTRE Insitute helps you tackle this project in the real world terms. Before an awesome life can be lived, it must be paid for, while growth and learning are a lot easier when pressure is relieved. So if you want to earn, not a lot of people will show you this, but you need to work on those parts first. Okay? It's not the other way around. You got to reverse engineer everything, right? For most people, the best opportunity to pay for their awesome life and have the freedom to live is through their online business. ENTRE Insitute will teach you this with those three key areas of life. There's Jeff Lerner, 2-time 8-figure CEO and founder, entrepreneur, speaker, investor, influencer, creative trainer to over 150,000 plus awesome life seekers. And if you want to know more about him, I made an individual video. I'll leave it down below in the description. I won't go too in depth, but like I said, he was struggling piano, and he got good at that professionally, and he knew that wouldn't pay. So he didn't want to go back to working. And I know the feeling. I went to school for 3+ years, university and community. I went back to the workforce after I decided to go back to school again. And I was feeling stuck. I was feeling very underappreciated, undervalued. I wasn't getting paid for what I was deserved to do, and being worked physically as well, mentally on the computer, lifting things that I had to lift. Would never go back to that. So I don't know how I did it. Think about it sometimes to this day, but I've always been a very tough-minded individual. Just had to work on those components. Changing my blueprint really is what I wanted to say. So watch and listen to what other people are saying. So Amar here from Qatar is saying, where I live, when I joined ENTRE Insitute, and how it changed my life and the way of dealing with money. So he goes into that more so in the video, but he talks, to summarize, is like, okay, I had limited resources, but it's not about having those limited resources. It's about becoming resourceful. So if he was able to find that with this digital education platform, no matter what, right? He wasn't making an excuse. He wasn't saying, I don't have enough money. He wasn't thinking, oh, this costs too much, it's not worth it, because the education mindset, right? I come from that background. Growing up good, right? Stumbling through different jobs that weren't good, and then came to one that was good, and then stuff happens, and we don't get paid with your worth, and There's bad parts to it. I get all that. But what you have to understand too is you have to ask yourself this question. How can I get the funds to provide for my awesome life? How can I become more comfortable? What do I have to do basically, right? It's not being closed-minded, and that's not a marketing thing. I'm being here as honest with you. Even if I have the skill sets, I'm going to be honest with you on that, but I'm not here to like unethically tell you something wrong and go the wrong direction, right? So David S. here from Texas, he says, if you are looking for support in starting an online business, Entre is perfect for you. My advisor is helping me move forward in my life, and Entre's creator is very knowledgeable for this type of business. I'll be going into the blueprint in a moment, but Jeff also has this free download that reveals the fastest way to becoming a millionaire. You can pick it up down below. I'll leave it in the description. It'll be like one of the very first links. So it'll be worth your time. You watch this video, it is worth your time walking away with something at least, right? Why the amount of people who become millionaires every year is increasing at a rapid pace, the simple hack that he used to shorten the process of becoming a millionaire, and how to start using it for yourself today. Plus, you're going to get a bonus video on that next page that brings it all together so you can move forward with 100% confidence, okay? Which means you're going to be able to take action much sooner and get results and have that unfair advantage, unlike what other people are doing, wasting a lot of time maybe on courses that may work, but don't get you really anywhere, don't have the strategy, are not taught by the right people, scammy courses, and then you end up with all these problems, making mistake after mistake, wanting to eventually get frustrated and quit. I know that feeling very well. Don't like thinking about it. It doesn't come back to my mind too often anymore, but it took some turning. So you can pick that up down below in the description. There'll be like a video for that too, so it's for free. You can pick up that ebook. I go back behind the scenes and I show you what it's about in my honest review. It's very unbiased too, so you can see in that as well. Okay, so let's go back here. So those are the reviews. So the three things here, we have online education and training, live events and workshops. You have coaching and personal development. So you can work yourself up a ladder, so to speak, right? It's like kind of like you're walking up the staircase. You're maybe not working out, but when you walk the next step, how does that feel? Right? It feels like you're getting a workout in, right? Sometimes it does feel like you're getting a sweat. I know that feeling, right? Especially after you're done eating a lot, you're like, these stairs, they seem like they just go on forever, right? I know. But so let's keep going on with this. So the first step that he talks about here is the Entre Blueprint. And it is the ultimate internet business training that combines tactical training on the three most lucrative online business models with Jeff's unique awesome life method that combines psychology, the economics, life coaching, and personal development. So I've been fortunate enough to take this and his other courses as well, and they're very useful. So Jeff is different on the fact that he takes this holistic approach with the Entre Blueprint. So listen up. He doesn't just tell you how to make the money or show you how to make it. He'll do it in the second part. There's two parts of this, 6 steps. Okay, so it's 6 steps, and he's going to show you in like the first 3 the holistic approach to business, to bettering your life, to getting a more healthier life, more well-balanced, building greater relationships, becoming the leader that you've wanted to become. Because leaders are the ones who make it in the end, right? You can become a follower, but you could be a follower, but then follower, you could become a leader, and then from leader is where you make the massive change and you optimize your life for greater, outside of just the business aspect, okay? And so this is it right here. So I'll go behind the scenes in just a moment. So it combines the tactical and all that, how to implement the top 3 business models, which I went over. And you can choose from those. And that's what's so unique as well, because unlike other digital education platforms, you don't get to choose between affiliate, digital, and course creation. And plus more, you get the product, you get the personal development, productivity hacks, all these little things that are amazing once you get in there and absorb them. But not only just take knowledge on them, but actually put them into use for your business. But not only that, okay? You use them for every other area of your life, right? Whether that's with your family, right? You can one day wake up and say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is the time I'm going to set aside to work on my business. I'm going to work on myself physically, personally. I'm going to say, I love you before I get out of bed, kiss them in the forehead, or manifest meditation, mindfulness. And you do all these things in your areas of your life that are going to change. You're going to see a massive difference when you implement them over time. And that's the key, to build the habits, right? The cues, the routines, the rewards, the cue, the craving, routine and the rewards. Those are the things you got to understand. And Jeff goes over a lot of this. plus how to build your business in those areas. So it says here, this mentorship has taken me to a whole new level in my life that I've never thought I could reach. That's by Alice. This is awesome. I've been a part of this community for close to a year now, and the training and support has been the most tremendous experience for me. And I can, double down on that and say it is, okay? So there are products here like the ENTRE Nation, the ENTRE Nation Elite. The ENTRE Nation is a group, right? You're gonna get a community of people. That way you don't have to feel like you're like a lone wolf starting from complete scratch. If you were, it's like you're not having to struggle and fumble, kind of like throwing the football down and trying to retrieve it, but you can't get it. Every time it just keeps running away from you. And that's not what you want, right? You want to get in touch with the line of community of people that are going to help fast track your results. That way it'll pay off much faster, right? So the ENTRE Nation Elite, it's a members only business training group, which is amazing. With ENTRE Nation, where ENTRE founder Jeff Lerner, along with his team of expert advisors and Rolodex of 7 to 10 figure business owners, train you on how to build an elite level business to create the freedom, flexibility, and quality of your life you've been searching for, right? So this is an amazing thing to have, okay? And I highly recommend you get it to get into it. ENTRE Digital, ENTRE Coaching, and then there's ENTRE Inner Circle. We'll go from there. But now let's go back to this post before I go into the ENTRE Blueprint. We transition into that. So I kind of covered this. Jeff Lerner is the founder of ENTRE Insitute, product type, digital, personal development, productivity, affiliate, digital agency, course creation. We'll kind of go over the price a little bit, but it says there is $39. The free book you can pick up down below, which then will lead you into like the ENTRE Blueprint, which I'll cover here in a moment. Cover who it's best for if you're a beginner, 9-to-5 employees, you want to own your own business, you want to get away from your 9-to-5, right? Fire your boss, live life on your own terms. That way you don't have to have somebody breathing down your neck, micromanaging you. You go to your job every day, right? Put on a pair of jeans, the shirt, the pair of jeans. Kind of do the opposite nowadays, but then the shoes, and then you get into the car, drive away. You've wasted like 30 minutes. You get into there. Now you're doing a lot of busy work. It's not productive work. Been taught to do a lot of busy work. Okay, so kind of went over the summary. It's a premier internet course on digital marketing in the digital education space. You can build a profitable business in a hobby, passion, or interest. Okay, there's also an affiliate side to this, which I'll cover in a moment. So stick with me. You're going to want to hear about that. I kind of go over how you can also earn $16,000 per referral by getting people there. But that's not the main purpose. You want to use it for building a passion, a hobby, or interest. I started in the health and wellness space with a different course, which I'll cover in the alternatives, and kind of get you to understand how I got to ENTRE. Okay, so I do recommend that you can pick it up there. Let's see what I didn't cover yet. So what is it? Who is Jeff Lerner? He has a lot of YouTube videos, covered that part. The 4 traits that make you successful. Going inside, covered that. So I think we're on the ENTRE Blueprint now. Now let's go into here. I just needed that as a guide. So let me see. Actually, yeah, I'd open this one. That's the ENTRE Awesome Life Challenge, which I will cover in a moment. That comes after the ENTRE Blueprint that I wanted to show you. But this is the ENTRE Blueprint here. And you're going to get 6 steps, like I said, and like I showed you in that image earlier. So, it's very easy to consume videos, which means you are going to be able to look at them and say to yourself, wow, this is applicable. And this person does really care about you. The way he shows them over the shoulder, it's pretty helpful. And that's what I like about his learning style as well, is he just doesn't come to face-to-face. He also has like the board and the paper where he's, showing you the illustrations. That way you can visually also get it in your mind, and it lasts there for time to time. It's going to be feeling like it's much more effortless when you put it into action, okay, with the routine that you're going to be building up. So here is Jeff, kind of talks about it, broke jazz musician, well, piano as well, right? To 50 million in online sales, how he's been inspiring millions. He's been helping a lot of students, myself included. So let's kind of go into this here. This will be the entrance point again. This is the $39 product. And I'm not sure if it'll be for that price that long. It was at like $7 at one point. Originally goes for like $199. And it is like a limited time. So I wouldn't wait to get in on it. And even if you did, it's well worth it. He asked people if they were willing to be paying hundreds and hundreds and even thousands of dollars. They said, yes, of course. It's a no-brainer. Okay, but that is, again, limited time. I might get in there as soon as possible, but this is what this is. Welcome to ENTRE Blueprint. This is the video. Underneath that, you have a dedicated advisor who walks you through the steps of training to keep you accountable, keep you encouraged, and it just keeps you moving. Okay, you want to reach out to them as soon as possible. Mine here is Whitney, who's amazing. They're just going to be there to help you. Planning, structure. What is the right business model? Where should you go? Where's your head at? Right? Where should you be leaning into? Okay. And I have a separate video on the Entre Blueprint. I'll link to that down below in the description. So check that one out individually if you wish, where I can go into it in more detail. But I did want to cover that price. I didn't mean to bring out the price in the beginning, but I wanted you to know, just in case you were questioning that a little bit, because I know I was talking about it for a good amount of time already. So the Entre Blueprint, it contains 100% training from these real world experts. Okay? No fluff here. Jeff and his fellow trainers are all multiple 8-figure earners in digital business and only teach on the things that they do themselves every single day. This is not the theory you've probably been thinking or some kind of a fluff. It's not a done-for-you system. Okay, let me just get that out of the way. If you're here looking for a done-for-you system, you might as well exit out. Right? I don't like going over all these done-for-you systems. There's probably a couple that are okay and fine, but don't expect this to be like, oh, I just come and get all the. You will get funnels and stuff like that. There are like done-for-you components to the courses that I'll be kind of going over later, but you don't want to just like be the person who goes, oh, well, how do I pay for it? Oh, well, all I got to do is go run solo ad traffic. Go produce a Google ad, a Facebook ad, because I've done all that. And I'm experienced in all those components. I started in the blogging world and then I evolved over time. So that's okay to do, but it's like not that David Equal, Profit Passport stuff, 30-minute workday, those type of systems, multiple income funnel. There's a lot of those I can even name, but I'm not going to get into that. And a lot of that just like dries out. And if you see other people producing YouTube video content like that, they probably already have an authority and it's easier for them to get sales, but it's kind of like they're promoting wasteless products, but just to make commissions, because a lot of what people do in that space is they just promote the tools and services. They don't actually like use the tools to promote an actual physical or digital product, right? Unlike like I did in the health and wellness space, right? They don't do that. You gotta be careful. So you're now part of the Entre Nation. You can join once you get in here. You can get into the community, download the core Entre Blueprint, Entre Core Belief document, and then your next steps, schedule that call, all those things, the social links, you can get access to with Jeff Lerner there. And then let's kind of go over step 1. Again, I won't go over this. It's down below. If you're just, happen to skip to this somehow, I'll leave it down below in the description. You can find out that whole video and learn more about the Entre Blueprint. So the 3 P's of an awesome life, it's in great detail. Look at that. You can see there's an hour and 13 minutes of jam-packed video. So you can absorb all this content. And it's not going to make you feel any bored, or you're not going to be feeling like you're just stressed learning something very complicated. He builds up, like I said, again, in the holistic side, right? And this is what I believe you need to learn first and foremost. But people want to be like, show me the money. And that's okay. There's a lot of people I've learned from who show you how to make the money, but they actually don't show you how to do this, the holistic side, or they actually show you later on when it's a little late and it's like you don't really care much about it. This is the right way to go with right digital education. And that's what I love so much about Jeff, is he's really honest. He's one of like the most honest people you're going to meet online in this space. And I've come across a lot of crooks, people with a horrible past, people with the wrong intentions. I didn't create this channel for you so I can just tell you, here, click on my link so I can go get a commission and sell you a dream. That's not what I'm here to do. And I want to clear that up, because a lot of people have commented on stuff like that. But those who know me know I don't do that. The reason I created the channel in the first place was also to help people in the health affiliate space, because I mastered that. Where people couldn't master that, where a lot of people dipped off on promoting other people's products without having to own their own, I went in there and I said I was going to continue doing it no matter what, because I was persistent. I didn't let fear overcome me. I changed my mindset. I changed my blueprint. I changed my belief system. And I knew every single day that if I put in a little bit of work for those 2 to 3 hours or so, and I was fully concentrated on that and nothing else, and then I can do what I wanted later on, but structurally, things were going to change. And so that's what I created it. And I help to this day a lot of those health affiliates and people in the health and wellness space. But not only that, in other areas. So I've come to know this space very well, worked on that project for a while in the health space, still have it. And that's something that you can do too. I can help you out with that. In fact, I have a healthy affiliate cheat sheet, and I'm growing a platform for that as we speak. I'll leave it down below. You can pick that one up if you would like to. If that interests you in that space, you can learn about how I started with the blogging and how I evolved from there. So the 3 legs of successful action, there goes more into detail underneath. the supportive comments from Jeff, and kind of like just those next resources. If there are some, you'll see that in just a moment. The 3 phases of building your legacy, that's step 3. And again, you're going to want to get a hold of your advisor. Do not skip that, right? The way this is built is for you to go in there and be held accountable, be responsible. The craft a business plan. That's what you're ultimately going to be doing there. And say to yourself, at the end, when you're done with this, you're going to be feeling like, whoa, I know what I ultimately need. I just don't know a direction, but I also know that people care, that I'm going to be there for you every single day. And as well as I've helped so many other people. But you really want to reach out to them and see, okay, which business model, even if you already know that, what else do I need? Right? They can step you in the right direction. Okay. And that's appropriate. And that's how this is these days. With other programs, I'll be covering one in just a moment, the alternatives, or after the pros and cons. But the 3 phases of building your legacy, a note from Jeff, is your legacy being built by design or by accident? So the 3 phases that are essential to creating a legacy that positively impacts our world and the people that we love. So you're going to understand the 3 P's, the 3 phases of building your legacy, and why that's so important. You know, why you want to be remembered. And even if you're not, there to make millions, how can you get a piece of the pie? But how important is it to build the foundations on that, and how to think of yourself, how to treat yourself? Now, this is where we get into the second phase, which is the making money component. So the first one, affiliate marketing, the ultimate lifestyle business, it's the one that I focus on a lot. I've done digital agency. I still do at parts, the coaching and the consulting. I'll pick up a few clients here and there, but it's not as heavy. I do have my own courses as well. But so this is where he's going to go in, not having to have your own inventory. Right? If you're a beginner, you don't have to hold inventory. Dropshipping, all those other different models, you have to fulfill on the customer support. You don't have to do that from the beginning or at all. I recommend later on, having your own courses and stuff like that, but you don't have to do that to begin with. You can do this solely just promoting other people's products and services. Right. So that's what he talks about here. And he has a lucrative affiliate program. If that's something you want to do on the side while building the business that you're doing in your passion, hobby, or interest, that's what I highly recommend you do. Start with that, right? Build that first. That's where I began. And that's what gave me more of a conscious mindset to come into this space, not being like those other, there's other YouTubers and people in this space who don't tell you the actual cons of the programs because they feel like it's going to draw down their conversions. But I give you everything. I want you to know you have everything, and you have my whole piece of heart with you, okay? Because people know me for being a humble person. I grew up with good beginnings. I don't want to be a crook creating some kind of a hidden agenda, because there are deep dark sides to affiliate marketing that it's just covered up. Like the high ticket stuff, like people promoting you a course so you can join the course and then turn it around and promote the course. You're just promoting the tools. You're not actually using the tools for a passion, hobby, or an interest, something that you're trying to build, like, for example, health and wellness in that space, right? So it's becoming a vicious cycle, and that's how people really do it in that space, and they don't tell you that. And so there's so much deception, misunderstanding, and people who you see like come out of the top, out of nowhere. It took me years. People just do it in like months because it's very deceptive, but they build this kind of an authority by just promoting you those things. And I won't go into depth on that. I made a comment not too long ago on Quora, agreeing with somebody, and got into a little bit of conversation, good conversation, but no inventory in that. And then step 5, you can get there's also I showed you, I think the free downloadable content you can get down below in the PDF format. You can also do that with digital agency, helping business owners get leads. You can make a lot of money with this. This is more of a done for you instead of, or a do it for them type of model, where it's not as passive, but you're there regardless, helping a business owner get more customers, high quality customers into their business. So chiropractics, dental, construction, manufacturing, anything you name it. I've worked in many of those industries, and it does get really good over time. It's just I wanted to transition as well. When I was building my affiliate business, I was going back and forth, and I still do this from time to time. I have great relationships with people because I've learned my stuff and I know my craft. Okay, so there's a free downloadable content as well, and there is a bonus tour. There's bonus training behind the 2x Inc. 5000 digital agency that Jeff runs. You can kind of view it there. Now, step 6, digital courses, right? If you have knowledge and you want to get your knowledge out there, you can bundle it in a like membership type course. There are many platforms that do that. We'll go into that in this video. But I will have more down below on certain platforms you can do that with. But this is really where you can bundle it. And I've done this where you can put your expertise, your knowledge into a course and then just show people what you know, how to do it. And you can monetize in that way, whether that be from membership, products inside, physical, digital. It's just, you're going to learn how to do that all in here. So everyone knows something about something and you're here to learn even more. You can turn that into a business that pays you for the rest of your life and beyond. Okay. And it's official. Jeff nails it here. He says the knowledge economy is here and it's real and it's not going to go anywhere. Think about it now. In these unprecedented times, right? And we've been in unprecedented times. What am I saying, right? The truth is we've been living like this for a long time where we're in fear, we're like in disbelief that it cannot happen for us. I thought the same. I know where you're coming from. I feel that. I was thought with the like, okay, can this work for me? I was thinking that day in and day out. And eventually when I started to realign myself with the right people and the right training, I was able to understand that, look, this is like $1 billion plus industry. People are coming to the online space, right? The affluent, middle class, whatever that is, okay? We're all coming online now to look for items, Amazon, Walmart, whether that be Target, software products, any kind of information, physical, whatever that is, it's all out there, right? It's just for you to now get yourself in front of the right audience and say, look, this is my X, Y, and Z. This is what it will do for you. This is how it can help you. I know you're interested in this. So now go ahead, click that. You can make a commission or if you own the product or not and stuff like that. So there's more content down there. You can go into that. Course business blueprint. We're going too far into that, but there's some great information in there. Bonus training here, the winning support of the people we love. Jeff goes on video here with his wife. So they just talk about how, you know, supportive it is to, how good it is to have somebody who's going to support you. Whether that be your spouse, boyfriend or girlfriend, close family member, friend, coworker, whatever that is. It's always good to have a support system there. Okay. And so the next parts, it's just really about the business plan. It's just understanding. I won't go ahead too in depth. I want to cover the other parts, but business plan, you've gone here. Now let's watch a webinar. And the next steps is getting the higher course, which is like the affiliate marketing course bundle. Let me see if I can open that up. Let's see, I'll go through that in a moment after the Awesome Life Challenge, but he'll go through the Affiliate Millionaire Accelerator, the digital course accelerator, all those, and then the course accelerator, and those are the products. So it's the entry point is kind of like the free book, the Entre Blueprint, and then we go into the actual courses, which is a good way. It's a good format. This is the way to go. Okay, again, you got to learn these things step by step, and then you can also tap into. Let's see here. He has products in between. So if you decide to go for the Entre Blueprint, which I highly recommend, if you want to save yourself a lot of time, energy, making mistakes, and you know all that frustration you can build up both emotionally and physically, because I know those constraints that can happen because I've been through that, and get away from doing that, right? Save yourself some years. Go ahead and go through that. So it's kind of like I kind of covered a little part about the foolproof formula, a little insight there into the downloadable content that Jeff has. Okay, and then the Entre Nation Elites, I covered those. Okay, the coaching and side of things. And you can take it little by little. Remember that. You don't have to. I know Jeff has the upsells, right? We covered over the top 3 business models for going to profitable business moving forward. Inside a look into the Entre Blueprint, we went over that. The advisor. Okay, the Awesome Life Challenge. Thanks for sticking with me, by the way. And if you have tried but you failed, let me know down below what hasn't worked for you. Or if you're new to this, let me know, like something with a comment new, and you can let me know what you need help with, or what you are thinking before you take an action, because I can always help you I can always help point you in the right direction, as I have with many people. So the Awesome Life Challenge, this is going to be 20 videos here, where this is basically like the huge personal development, economic, finance. This is like where that big part comes in, where you're going to really learn like Okay, welcome video, your awesome life number, the perfect day, quieting your monkey mind, optimizing your reading, auditing your habits. You're only as successful as you act. The most important skill in your life that if you don't learn this one skill, right, you're going to end up sitting on that couch, wasting away your time watching television, in anxiety, feeling stressed out, and with low self-esteem, feeling like, wow, if I would have learned that one thing, that could have changed everything, right? And so he covers these things in great detail, these concepts. And, I wish I would have known about all this sooner, years ago too, but I was busy again working on a different platform. And this helped, the whole ENTRE Institute helped me sharpen my tools and got me to see the things that I didn't see with my other programs where I came from in like the blogging side. So this has everything like bundled all in one place. So you don't have to continue buying from other courses, right? Spending thousands and thousands of dollars, wasting your money. Or even if you have, it's like it's in a different place. It might be a subscription type. You don't get to you don't get to keep the courses. This is all in one place. So you can have faster access to it and you can see what the other ones are. And you get a community of people that are going to be there, all chattering about the same thing. You don't want to be missing out on what everybody's talking about, which means you're going to be able to get that access and be able to produce the results and never get bored because you can always rotate. If you grow one, you can get into another course and so forth. So all the way down to the psychosocial self-assessment. I love what Jeff does here. He says, we eagerly, kind of go when it goes, watch. We take daily disciplined action. All right, let's see this one more time. We move fast, learn fast, grow fast. Let's do another one here. We attack problems and find solutions. Let's try to do one more here. We build with legacy in mind. Okay, so those little quotes, very awesome, very inspirational, but cut the inspirational aside. Get yourself going into this, right? It's all about environment and setting yourself up in the right place. Like if you can't see too much, but I'm like in a place now where I wake up every day and it's fast access for me to get here. I don't have to go drive to a job. I don't have to go do all those things and just do this when I can, when I'm able to do this, even if you have just a few hours and you have your 9 to 5 as well, put up a few hours, get up in the morning, learn about the Awesome Life Challenge, take it into work, right? Feeling better about yourself. When you come home, maybe put an hour's worth if you have that, or wake up early and do all this to build your online business. Okay, so okay, let me see what I haven't covered yet. I know this is a long video, but it can only be this long, right? I have to. I can't just be like, this is the ENTRE Institute course. Bye. So, okay, I didn't show the inside of that. So your awesome life number, for example, let me show you how it looks like. And this has designed the dashboard more or less. He's changed it a few times, so it might look different when you get in there. So he shows you behind this shoulder, right? His shoulder, your awesome life number. What is it? Dreaming, alternative value, homework. What's yours? And he gives you action assignments here. Extra credit. Take a picture of your awesome life number calculation sheet and post it around your house where it is highly visible and declare it to the world socially, right? So he's not just telling you like, here, absorb me, get all this content from me. It's not about him. He's taking what he's learned for so many years and giving you it, as opposed to buying so many things and through his experiences, right? Ultimately, we want to learn from somebody who's done it, not somebody who's just telling you, right? Because you can go to school and learn about business, which I did. I took chemistry, physics, calculus, statistics, all the courses you can think of because I thought about going one way. They even took an engineering course, figured it wasn't even for me. I had to get out of the intro one, like type of math. That way I couldn't, that type of math wasn't for me. But I got through the other ones. And so I got through all these higher levels eventually, going in different directions. But ultimately, having to go to work, that was a good thing too, because it got me to see, okay, what it was that I really wanted to do. Not go back to school and do more, but also not do more certifications. I have tons of certifications, a lot of job experience as well. But this is it. And he goes through all these videos here and he has lessons for you. So now let me see. Hang on with me. We'll get to the pros and the alternatives here. So the ENTRE product line, as you can see here, you have the Affiliate Millionaire Accelerator, where he's going to cover the orientation, YouTube marketing, sales funnels, email marketing, blogging, and so much more. Okay. So this is an all-in-one. You're going to get it all in one, as opposed to where other people, they give you, like where I started with the blogging, it was just mainly blogging. You get training classes around everything, but this is from 8-figure plus earners, right? They're going to be walking you through it as well with Jeff. So you're going to be seeing what they do, right? You're going to be seeing how they walk you through these things. And me by your side, I'm not somebody who started this in the early 2000s, 1990s, whatever, where it was an open space, because people will say what they want. They say, well, it was all an open field, you know, the algorithms, and there was less competition. And that may be true. And they got those views on YouTube or that blog to rank on the first page of Google without much effort, but they overshadowed it by saying, well, now you guys have the tools that we didn't have, but what you guys had was the open field. And I was able to do this later on, 2017, 2016 plus, right? When it was not easy in the health and wellness space. And people make a lot of excuses. I'm not going to be that person who makes an excuse. And I'm for sure, I'm not going to be the coach sitting on the side watching you waste your time, because I've helped a lot of people in very hard niches. I built a niche blog around that. Okay. So let's keep going here. You could earn with things like Amazon, Walmart, Carousel, ClickBank, etc. I'll show you all the affiliate programs if you decide to go to the affiliate side. I have free resources that I can give you. The sales funnels, you also get things with like ClickFunnels that Jeff will go over and give you like done-for-you funnels. You can go out there and promote if you wish, which is very helpful because you don't have to start from scratch. You can tap into a system and leverage that, which means you're going to get those results much faster and be able not to worry about, okay, what do I do next? What's the next thing I take? Right? You get a lot of that done for you. You can earn high ticket affiliate commissions as opposed to just the low ticket physical products, which I spend a lot of time with, where you have to get like a lot of volume or have a big audience already and be able to promote over and over, or keep getting people to buy, to earn. If you're trying to do it full time, that can become overwhelming over some time, but it's truly possible to do. Now, here's a small amount. We won't go too far into that, but that's digital agency for the time of the video for digital course Millionaire Accelerator, how to do that, product viability and market research, the tech behind your digital course and so forth. So the Entre Nation Elite, they have that at 175, which I strongly recommend, again, you get into. When you get the blueprint, I'll show you kind of like the upsell, and upsells are okay. Don't let anybody tell you different. This is business, right? When you get into this, you're going to understand that, and you may have one for yourself. And you're going to say, oh, all those people posting content about it were definitely wrong, or they were just trying to get me into something that didn't make any sense. Okay, so that's where you're going to get a lot of help, a lot of the coaching and support from those 7 to 8 figure plus earners who only do what they teach or practice what they preach. Excuse me. Sorry, it's been a long day. Kind of doing this later in the evening. I had a little bit of time. And I had a very productive morning. That's what I do every morning, but I thought about making this video later on. So the Entre Nation Elite membership, okay, the Entre Results Coaching, I know that's worth more, but you don't have to get that. Believe me, I know it's 29,000 plus. Don't worry about that. You don't have to. I'm not saying you have to. Keep that in perspective. Well, people are like, well, it's a lot. No, you don't have to. If you want to later down the road, if you want to get it up front, you can, right? For Entre Inner Circle, $39,000 plus. And remember, you pay to pay attention. You pay to play. People who want free, if you want to go consume content on YouTube like I did for many years, or excuse me, many months, and do that with blogs as well, consume podcasts, take some kind of an action, but it's never the right action. It's always A and Z, but it's never everything in between. You're going to waste a lot of time and energy. Okay. I wasted a lot of time doing that with the blog. I'll kind of go into that a little bit later. So the Entre Affiliate Millionaire Accelerator, and when I say that, I said like with the wrong type of training, wasting time just thinking everything was good just to do for free. Even the hosting and stuff isn't for free. So the Entre Affiliate Millionaire Accelerator, we went over that stuff there, little sneak peek. And I do earn, there are some earning reports. I had a $500+ day, lifetime earnings from one of my health and wellness sites right there. As you can see, might be a little hard to see, but I do have results, just so you know. And there's other income reports. I didn't put too much of it in here. Talk about how affiliate marketing, you can do that with the blog. There's different types of business models with affiliate marketing you're going to learn. I also have a video on that down below, the 4+, 5+ types of affiliate marketing business models. and how not to get yourself into a trap, like low tickets, high tickets, recurring, owning your own products, stuff like that, and the ways those work. Okay, I highly recommend the high tickets, at least having one, having low ticket products as well. And then the ENTRE Insitute affiliate program, where you can earn over $16,000 plus per referral, getting people in there. I'll leave a link to that down below. I made a video for it where I cover it more in depth. So check that one out. I highly encourage you if you wanted to do that kind of on the side, or kind of go for that. But I highly recommend, if you were going to do that, get the courses, get in there, know about them. I'm not a person who likes telling people get into the courses and then turn it around and promote it to other people who can do the same again. That's not what I encourage here. Right? I highly encourage you to build a passion, a hobby, or an interest. I don't want to be saying that over and over again, but like everybody else on YouTube, even the gurus who have a lot of the views and the subscribers who started this many years ago, by the way, keep that in mind. They were on the trend on when everything was fresh. So you got to be very careful. The make money online is full of very deceptive people, and I don't want to be one of those. Okay. And so be able to do those things. Keep those in mind. The Entre Blueprint training reviews, what other people are saying here. I kind of go up here how he brought in somebody with Jesse Singh with his experience in affiliate marketing. He helps Jeff out. How much does ENTRE Insitute cost? Usually costs $2,997 plus with everything included. And it depends on what you're going for. So like if it's the blueprints, $39. And I wouldn't wait to get on because it's at a huge 80% discount. It was at like 95 or 90% plus at a point, like $7. But that price can only go up, and you don't want to wait to get in. It is so like underpriced because that can be worth thousands of dollars. And it may change later on. So I get in there as soon as possible. Even if you didn't think you'd go in the higher levels, this is what you're going to need. I highly recommend this in your education. And then the Millionaire Accelerator, $1,997, Agency Millionaire Accelerator, and so forth. Let me see actually here. Wondering if the price has gone up since then. Might have seen something different. I think I want to say it's resources. So the product line here. Yeah, so it's at $1,997 still. That I was able to get into. And like I said, I don't just make the videos just to make the videos. I get in the courses, use them for building either with my health and wellness business or what it is I need to do moving forward. But it's well worth it. Think about that compared to other places where maybe you spend a lot less, but then you spend more time and energy, make more mistakes. You get information from uncredible sources, people who don't actually give you high leverage material, people who are just there just to give you the basics. Really, a lot of that is what it is. But here you actually get a huge, not only overview, but you get to see what these 8-figure plus earners are doing on a daily basis. And they don't just give you fluff. Like I said, you can actually model, copy. Really, that's what Jeff lets you do. Copy, which is called piggyback. It lets you go and see what he's doing so you can go and do the same thing ethically. Okay, ethically. And so ENTRE Insitute training courses, I have a video for that there, cover that more in detail. Why is there a cost? You pay attention. Nothing's for free. Okay, think about this as an investment, right? Don't think about this as like I'm wasting money. It's an opportunity costs, right? What's price elasticity worth, right? Took a lot of economics, so I know these things in great detail. And so what you want to look at it is like, what am I investing to in my future? Am I investing more of my future into watching silly videos online, cat videos every day? Am I investing more time into the television? Am I investing the time into playing a video game? Am I investing that time? What am I doing with it? All right. What am I doing with it? Ask yourself that question, right? It's going to wake you up, right? The problem that I keep seeing is that when you do that, you just go down this rabbit hole and you just keep blaming other people why you're not where you want to be and how rich people are lucky and how, oh, they make the money, we're poor. Oh, they shouldn't deserve it. They're very unhumbled and ungrateful people. You may think that, and I was the same way, but my blueprint changed. You had to change your beliefs. But once you understand that, because of this, you get into the training, you understand how to change that. That's why the whole holistic side is important. You're going to understand. Okay. The upsells, yes, there are upsells. Again, it's like I said, you don't have to buy them. The Entre Nation Elite, like I said, it's your key to finally getting the results that you want. It's a private community that includes lively weekly workshops, group coaching, accountability, and access to our live training archives, So this is going to keep you up to date on what's happening as well, right? Instead of you having to go Google Trend, explodingtopics.com, answer the public, all these different places, and you probably haven't even heard of them, but you will later on, trust me. And instead of doing all that, you get it all in one place. You get to see, okay, I get to easily tap into my computer, sit there, sit back, listen in, weigh on in if you need to, and boom, you go on and apply what it is you need to get done. That's how you get those results much faster. And that's why you should get into that. Okay, special one-time only offer. I recommend you get them because if you don't, the prices are crucially a little bit higher. And then you can do that, but you can always say no to it. And then there it shows you more what you get, virtual workshops, get your own important questions answered and remove obstacles, because I know we all have that in mind. So again, mastermind with fellow elite members and Entre Nation team via the private elite members only Facebook group. Okay, the monthly, what is it that's working now? So you can always know the latest marketing sales tactics. So you make sales all the time and so much more, right? There's frequently asked questions you'll view on that page. I won't spend time on that too much. You say no thanks, and you can get it, I think, for a lesser price. It's really worth it. Again, can't over stress that out. Like, I'm not here trying to like pitch you something. What I'm trying to get you to understand is that it's going to wash away those thoughts of, oh, I'm going to make mistake after mistake, or I'm going to get too comfortable and think this is actually working when in fact it isn't, right? All it takes is one little thing where you feel like it's working for you, but then it's like, oh, you're set back because you weren't following the trend. I've been through that, and it hurts. I know the feeling that like, okay, I have it, but then, oh, shoots, an algorithm change or something happens and you're like, now what do I do? So you'll see those there. If you want to 10x your productivity, he has this as well. This is awesome. Like, I'm so grateful that he has it because productivity is everything. I've learned productivity before, but this only took it to another level. I wish I would have had this earlier because now I understand, what do I do every day? What do I wake up? How do I work on the 20% of the things that are going to produce 80% of the results? And what do I do within my strategy that's going to produce that and do it much more efficiently? So like when I go blog, I do a reverse engineer format. I learned this on my own, not kind of with this, but I took what I learned here and I applied it to it. So I do it much faster. I can do, where in the beginning I did like about 2 posts per week. Now I can do 4 to 5, 4 to 6, 4 to 7 plus on my own, not having to hire somebody. If I had somebody, I could probably do a lot more or the same amount, but you can get more done, right? How do you become more productive? Mornings, evenings, what does all that look like? You don't get shown that too much. The Millionaire Productivity Secrets, you can go ahead and get access to that. And the back office, you'll be able to see the products on that. You get the free Millionaire Shortcut Guide. Like I said, look at that down below. You get a free sneak peek of that. You can download that. Who's it for? Beginners. You want a different career path and want to learn a new skill that will serve you for many years to come, right? A skill, not just jumping from opportunities. You're a current business owner, entrepreneur, expert who wants to just sharpen the skill sets, learn more tactics and strategies that you maybe didn't know or just want to use differently. 9 to 5 workers, if you're tired of that corporate life or working whatever job it is, high paying, low paying, right? Only to find out you just don't want to do it anymore. You just want to supply yourself with something that's going to have more money for you. Or you can take vacation time. You can go and enjoy a week or two and, even go out and work from your car or work on wherever you are in a hotel somewhere, and it's just the pleasure of that is much better. And you want to do affiliate marketing, digital agency, course creation. You want to supplement your income as a student, your mom and dad, retiree, and so much more. Okay, I could have spent another 10 bullet points. I say that. You want to grow your business online, but you have no idea where to start. You may have a successful company, but for some reason you're not, you're progressing, but you're feeling stuck. You want to make a bigger impact. That's what we get into it for. Who's it not for? Tire kickers, not for you system seekers, just want to push a button and run ads. Yeah. Fast money seekers, push button, no effort, lazy people, and more. It's not like those other systems like I went over earlier, Profit Passports, 12-minute affiliates, which is fine. That's like one of the ones that I actually recommend, but it's still done for you. Eventually you want to learn the skills. So that's why Entre is important. 30-minute workday, stuff like that. You got to be careful with, and there's more coming out, like multiple income funnel. Pros: retail-focused, customer service-based company, which will show you how to communicate with your future audience. So that way you can easily engage, help, and educate people before they do business with you. So it's all about adding value. With digital education, you'll learn how to create content around your space in your niche. For example, I did lower back pain, so I put a blog out there. You may be doing video, you may be doing a podcast, you may be doing just email marketing, whatever that looks like, but you're driving people from your content into a monetization funnel is what it's called, where you're going to then take them through like the sales process, what it looks like, and then you're going to shuffle them down through an offer where they can purchase and then, you know, become a customer. You can do recurring, you can continue to get them to buy more, get more people to come in, so forth. Best step-by-step training program out there. So that way you can have an easy and follow frameworks, which means you'll never feel lost, and you can ensure that you're going to get through the course much faster rather than the later parts of it, freeing up more time for you on your day, right? You get to a point where you just do a couple of hours or so, and you can go off feeling happy that you, again, use the productivity factors to make it happen. Jam-packed workshops and coaching programs so that you can have a very hands-on experience, which means you're going to be meeting with top-notch entrepreneurs and get access to mentorship unlike anywhere else, right? There may be other people with other things, but some of them have the wrong intentions, and I've reviewed other programs out there where I've lost credibility for certain people. There's people on like a YouTube channel that bashed a certain blogging training platform, and that's where I came from. And he got it all wrong, and he had been around the space for a long time. And I'm just not going to say a name, but it's just horrible behavior. And all of it was a lot to promote his course that he had in the description. Totally lost my respect. And just because you talk fast and you go like that and you say things like this and you put your hand, doesn't mean that it makes you anything better than anybody else. So jam-packed workshops, access to Jeff plus many other trainers and mentors. Cons, it's not really one, but it can be the expensive courses, 2,000 plus maybe, but it's your education you're investing into. Think about it like that, right? Nothing's for free, but nothing that is cheap will come easily. Nothing that is even more expensive will come easily, but you get to tap into people, into the systems that are already working, right? As opposed to starting low, where you may pay for a course, where I'm going to show you in a bit, with the blogging, that you pay maybe $40 for the first month or ongoing months, or that you pay a $495 per year cost or once, whatever that is, but you don't get updates, or you don't get the culture, you don't get the extra material to push you to go. And you're like, where do I go now? Like, this isn't working. And so that's going to be there for you. So it's not really a con. I can't really say there are any. People will say that there are expensive upsells, but they don't know either that or they're just trying to promote their own course. They don't know business well enough. And I'm not just saying that to be rude, okay? So Entre alternatives, this is probably what you wanted to see. So we have things like Legendary Marketer, and I put that at the top on the fact that it's like the closest program to Entre. It's one of the closest ones. They kind of go head and head. Might be a couple of other ones out there, but they have similar things with like the Entre Blueprint, where the whole Entre Institute and Legendary Marketer is an online education platform. And I did an exclusive review, Entre versus Legendary, down below. I'll leave it in the description where I'll cover more about that if you want to see the two before you make a decision, amongst other things. But it's the same digital education from David Sharp this time. He's been around in like network marketing and then did affiliate marketing a lot. And so he built this platform for digital education and marketing. And remember, those who come through these type of digital education platforms is what I see now that I'm on this side looking at other people doing it, helping, is that those who make it are the ones that actually learn the skills. That's the truth, right? You have to learn the skills to market. And I'm not saying learn the skill to market to bring somebody into a course who then does the same thing as another person. It doesn't promote a product or service. I'm not saying that. A lot of people, that's the dark side of affiliate marketing, I think, but people say otherwise. But I'm somebody who likes to say, well, prove yourself. Let me see you build something in a different space. And then when you come to this world, how can you leverage that? So I've been able to help people, again, in the health space, among many other things. But you have Legendary Marketer for that. The Entre Blueprint and the has an online business challenge are like built up the same way, where you don't have to specifically go through, you go through this with like 15 days with the challenge on the Legendary Marketer. And this one, you don't have to actually like meet with your advisor every single step, but with the Legendary Marketer, you do to unlock a new video, which is okay. It's fine. Helps you stay accountable and sees if it's right for you. But those are closely related with products and services that take you higher. Wealthy Affiliate, the very first place where I began. Let me see if I can open up a new video, new screen here. So Wealthy Affiliate is where I began kind of in the beginning, trying to build a blog. And this is a platform designed for all affiliate marketers of all levels. Okay. And they're more of like the blogging website. So if you want to go into this way and earn your way into Google, ranking your posts there, so that way you get a lot of people when they see your content. Now they can see something and go and buy a product or become a lead of yours, and then you make sales that way. And you know, you get rewarded for that. And I've been able to rank within my health and wellness site as well as my viral home-based pursuit one, helping you guys out. But yeah, you get to learn that, but it's grown into more. They have one of the best hosting platforms out there. So if you want to learn that from this, you also get it with Entre, with the blogging side of things, you learn. But if you want to learn from myself too and get into this, you can learn about that where I began. But I won't talk too much about it in this video. Let's kind of go into this, okay? Kind of have what Legendary Marketer is there. Amongst the other ones, the ClickFunnels Affiliate Bootcamp, Entre Insitute versus Legendary Marketer. There's my video on that, so I'll leave down below. Which one's best for you? What I like most about Entre, the community of people. It's, you know, like, yeah, amongst everything else, the community. Well, because they help you and you're there to understand what to do. You're not going to feel lost. And that's what we all need. We need a culture to thrive in. Plus, I have a group too of members that I've been growing and helping out every single day. So I'm going to be able to give you access to that. Have a video on the Facebook group there for Entre. The affiliate program is pretty cool too. My short story, right? In a few minutes, just really quickly here. You know, I know the feeling, you know, you feel lost. And the problem is with so many people trying to earn in online digital education is that they just want to get in and earn the money fast. Like I'm talking about today, like once I'm done watching this video, Michael, I'm going to go make money, right? That's how fast. And those are usually the lazy people, the tire kickers, the toxic people. And you may be that, but I'm not saying you have to be, right? But that's what I see commonly amongst every place that I go to. Don't believe in those gurus just trying to promote you that there's those done for you systems. You don't do any work. You sit back, have a piña colada, right? And do what it is you want whenever you want. And that's the problem that I see. And to make that worse, it's like you go down this rabbit hole of just trying to consume, and never taking action. And when you finally take that action, what do you think happens? Yeah, it's a flop. It's a failure. You make mistakes. We all do. We're humans. You're going to, no matter what. But you're going to reduce that when you don't take those bad steps, right? If you keep going down that route, you're just going to end up frustrated and feeling like, wow, this didn't work, right? And don't let me tell you I told you so, okay? I don't want to be that person. But if I have to, I will. Now, I'm the big brother. I have a younger brother. And so 28 at this time, and it's about 22. So yeah. And so it's like, I always emphasize this around him and everybody else in my family, like do it the right way the first time. And I know it, you know, I've been there and been in your shoes before where I've wasted a lot of time and money on all these guru scammy courses, but it isn't your fault, right? You just came across the wrong systems and you were misunderstanding of it. And you were led down a direction to believe that this can work easily. So, you know, I can help you understand that that doesn't have to be your journey anymore when you go through the route of Entre, okay? And so that right there can help you grow into the person you need to become with ENTRE Insitute. You can finally go ahead and get more freedom, right? Get more of your time back. Live life on the terms that you want and do things whenever you want, but make sure you do them the right way. That's what I encourage you to do, to live life on your own terms, but repeatedly do good things great, okay? Repeatedly keep doing those great things even greater. And you get that a lot with the ENTRE Insitute. Okay. And so that's what I have wanted to emphasize. Like you heard from me earlier, I started in the health and wellness space, consuming content. And until I got into the right training, got that message from a friend of mine at work, still working my 9 to 5 on my Snapchat app while I was having lunch. Stuck in this like dungeon like place in a 3-story building, like looking above me, the lights were shining down on me, and it was like still very dark, but it was very bright at the same time. Bottom looked down below me, brown tile floor with cracks, endless cracks, cubicle space, 4-sided, right? And I was on my right here, right outside of the entrance. And, I had worked for years just getting stability, more stability, and being underpaid, undervalued, and really just not getting paid what I was worth, like close to minimum. And I went up sometime, but it wasn't anything, really nothing. Okay. And, I was supposed to be getting paid a lot more at that job. It's just, stood there for stability reasons again, coming off from school, and I was looking for something more. I just didn't want to go back to school. And so I looked for training online. But before I did that, that's when my friend on my Snapchat app, the social media one, told me about how I was doing and how he was doing the trucking business. He had his own trucking business. Told me about affiliate marketing. I didn't believe him, but I rushed home later that day, literally threw the door open, threw my backpack over my shoulder on the ground next to the stairs, walked fast around the corner where my laptop was on the counter on the kitchen, put it on the table where I was doing work at the time too, and I started researching, watched content after content, put a blog out there. Nobody came, and when people did, they didn't like it because I was more so talking about myself in ways, and I was on social media posting links, and that didn't work. I was trying to figure out how to earn, and I wasted all this time. But eventually I got back on my feet. I said, okay, I'm going to do it again. And so I researched, and I found that training platform with Wealthy Affiliates, grew from there. After other affiliate programs, learning, things that didn't work well, Wealthy Affiliate was able to help me grow that skill. That's what I learned, that skill. We don't grow with it. We don't grow up with it. We just learn it. And I'm a Latino, and I didn't think ever about being somebody who writes. Like to this day, it's still unbelievable, but I have the habits now. Every single day, I have my routine. And so when you can get into that, believe me, the world is your oyster, as they say. Not to sound cliche, but I went from there. I started growing, went through other channels, and I still had my stumbles. Right? I still had to grow that blog, but I was hitting roadblocks where it wasn't growing. It wasn't going anywhere. So I had to keep consuming content, keep learning, going through the training, implementing the training over and over, getting hit by Google, algorithm slaps, updates, and having to go omnipresent and learning. And that's when I fully started to grow and expand my education. And I wish I would have gone that way a little bit sooner, but that's what you also get with ENTRE. And that's where I later started to learn with ENTRE. Once I started to increase my income there, how can I increase more of my income? And I wish I would have found this sooner. But that was that in a nutshell for me and my journey to growing, to becoming, doing this full time. And I hope you can, get the same thing, even if it's just part-time, full-time, and, taking vacation time there with my family. There's my mom. That was Laguna Beach. My younger brother was with us with his girlfriend. And, we took some time off to go to California for my cousin's quinceañera. In Hispanic, that's kind of a sweet 16, right? And so one of our days there was to go to Laguna Beach, more so unplanned, kind of wake up to go. So we just did that, and just that day had me thinking about a lot, how much more I wanted to grow. So I kind of just stood over the ledge on my own, kind of got away from everybody, and just not that kind of weird moment, but just to kind of breathe in and out. And I saw more clarity, in the direction that I wanted to go. So that is that in a nutshell, right? Check out the ENTRE Blueprint down below. There'll be some cool bonuses as well. There'll be a video for that you can watch. One of the very first links. Want to pick up the free Millionaire Shortcut ebook? That'll be down below. One of the very first ones. Get that. Get in there. Consume the content. You'll be hearing from myself. I'll be guiding you through, showing you again the alternatives if you wish. But ENTRE Insitute is the way to go. Again, I'll be guiding you step by step, whatever direction you want to go to. Respond to my email if you wish, so I can help you out, point you in the right direction. But that is that. Leave me a comment if you have anything you want to leave me with. I think I covered everything. Yeah, there'll be a video like this where you can watch before you get access to the blueprint, everything that you're going to be getting, kind of what I covered already, what people are saying. This was an amazing video, so much insights, so excited to work my way up to digital marketing. I'm beginning to believe that this is highly possible to achieve. I've had some difficult years trying to figure out how to get to the level of success, but now that they found Entre, they're getting there. So excited watching these videos, beyond grateful, great lessons, and people getting success with this, okay? Especially in the community, which you're gonna hear about, okay? So that's everything from me. Look down below again, like I said, for the Entre Blueprint video and or the Entre Millionaire shortcuts. You can go from the Blueprint video to the Millionaire shortcut or Millionaire shortcut to Blueprint, whichever one that is. But it's gonna be super helpful. Again, and if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave me them down below. And don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell notification icon. And that is it, okay? Thank you.